So let's create the function to calculate the product sum, and this will take the array whose sum we need to calculate and the depth. Now inside this function, let's take a variable that will store the result, or you can say that will store the sum. Let's call it sum and let's initialize it with 0. Now for each element in this list, what we're gonna do, if the element in the array is not an array itself, then we can directly add it to the sum, right? So sum is equals to sum plus product sum. So we are calling this function recursively to get the sum of the inside array, and here we will pass that array, which is the element, and here we will increment the depth by 1. So if initially the depth is 1, then if we are doing this recursively for an array inside an array, then depth will be 1 plus 1, that is 2. And if there is array inside an array, then depth will be 3. So let's check array is array. If the element is array, then the sum will be this. The sum will be returned by this recursive call. Okay. Now, if the element itself is not an array, it is simply an element, then we can directly add it to the sum. So sum will be sum equals to sum plus the element. And finally, we will return the sum multiplied by the depth. So if the sum of the elements present inside an array, which is present inside an array, then the sum will be multiplied by 2 because its depth is 2. So now let's take the array and let's pass few elements in this, and let's say the third element is another array, and for this 6, then we have array inside array inside array, and let's say the elements are 2, 3, and here in outer array it is 1, and here in outermost array it is 7. Now we will call this product sum with initial parameters. We will pass this list, and initially the depth will be 1. So for elements that are present in the outmost array, the depth for them is 1. And if array is present inside an array, here you can see this will get incremented by 1 each time we get deeper into the recursion. And finally, we multiply that sum by the depth. So now let's print the result, console.log, and now let's run this program on terminal. So here we go, and let's say note product sum, and we get 58, which is the sum of this array. So let's check this. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 6, 9, and 9 plus 10, 19, 19, and here the degree for 2, 3 is 3, so 5 into 3, 15, 15 plus 1, 16, 16 into 2, 32, 32 plus 19 is 51, and 51 plus 7 is 58. So this is the result, and this is how we can implement product sum.